Hi, in this video I will be reacting to some of your unpopular, controversial opinions. Some of y'all sent me some really bold opinions, so let's get started. I completely agree with this. Ordinary Things is way too underrated. And it's so emotional at the end, and it sets a healing and beautiful song. It's literally in my top 3 of Eternal Sunshine. I would have to disagree on this. Personally, I love this song even more because people created trends. It just means that people are loving the song. And it's getting more popular and more people would be streaming it. I do understand that it's your opinion, but We Can't Be Friends has gotten a lot better. For me, knowing that the world made trends with the song. I have to disagree. I don't think it's overrated, but I think it's overplayed. Now that's just a personal attack. Don't get me wrong, I love pop, but I will say this. We Can't Be Friends made me cry on the first listen and still makes me cry. And I only cry to songs I relate to the most. I agree with Intro and Of the World. But I disagree with TTPD being overrated. Even though the album has gone #1 and so many people stream it every day, I think it's still underrated in the sense that people will mainly just listen to the big songs. Like Fortnite, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, etc. I don't hear or see anyone talk about the rest of the album besides those kinds of songs, and also people mainly listen to it for the drama and not for the writing. So yeah, it's not overrated to me personally. I think it's underrated in the sense that people don't listen to enough songs to call it overrated. What do you guys have against We Can't Be Friends? I think it's perfectly rated for so many reasons. It's a song that so many people can relate to. It's a song that is emotional, yet it's healing, and it's a song that has such a beautiful concept and fits the album perfectly. Agreed 1000%. I don't know why people hate on that song when it literally has some of her best vocals. And it's basically Eternal Sunshine's Good Night and Go. Again, like I said, thank you. Next is just overplayed. It's not overrated whatsoever. But I do agree with Let Me Love You being underrated. Even though it's one of the slower songs. On Dangerous Woman, it still captures the album's vibe. Another personal attack. Dangerous Woman is literally the reason why I have an obsessive problem with Ari. In other words, it's the reason why I'm an Orionator. Dangerous Woman will always have a special place on my repeat playlist. I disagree completely. I do love pop, but I would not call it the best song on Positions. Would say that My Hair, 34 plus 35 and Off the Table are the best songs on the album. I would have to agree here. Eternal Sunshine and Thank You Next are amazing title tracks, but they got nothing on Dangerous Woman. The vocals and the production on Dangerous Woman is just pure gold. I never knew this was an unpopular opinion. I thought this was just facts. I agree 13,000% on this. I agree and disagree with this whole thing. I don't think those songs are Taylor's best songs. When we have all 10, well, would've, could've, should've. Dear John, You're Losing Me, and so many others. But I do agree with Motive and Shut Up needing to be singles. Unfortunately, that is a thing. But that's just because those fans compare the two amazing artists and just want to do the opposite of what Ariana stands for. Real fans would show support for another female artist, especially on Taylor's level. I think if Ariana had to speak up about the Orionator x Swiftie feud, she would say that we should not compare each other and that what those fans are doing is just wrong and not what she is trying to set an example of. Agree 1000% on these and always will. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't really listen to the remix because I'm not a fan of Megan and Doja's verses, but that's just my preference. It is an amazing song, I just listened to the original. So I can't say whether it should have gone number 1. I disagree. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart is just perfectly rated for the type of song it is, and so is Cruel Summer. They are just overplayed because of the Eras tour. Because we all watch the live streams and watch the Eras tour movie, and because of that, the songs are just overplayed. It already had a music video, but it was scrapped, and I will never forgive Ari for doing that to us. I would have to disagree. While Sweetener is played less because of Eternal Sunshine, I would say that My Everything and Positions are her most underrated because they are so overhated on for no reason, and those albums deserved more. I agree kinda. I think Ari should have released the second video for that song. If you didn't know, the current video that we have for the song is visual 1, and there was supposed to be a visual 2, but it was scrapped. If you look in the beginning of the music video, it says visual 1. I do think it should have been released, but I still love the current one that we already have. Agreed 1000%. These two women deserve so many awards for their talent. I completely agree on this. Just like I said previously, the song is just overplayed because we always hear it during the live streams and when watching the Eras tour movie. I disagree completely. Even though Debut was her first album, it's still a good album, but Red cannot be her worst album. Taylor does not really have a bad album because they are all so different and it's very hard to rank them. Plus, Red has all 10 holy ground. Safe and Sound, Forever Winter, State of Grace, and Better Man. Red is just too good to call it her worst album. Agree completely. It is my dream for Taylor and Ariana to collab. And if it does happen in the future, I will absolutely pass away. I agree. Although I don't really know how the concept will look, but if it had a music video, the song would get more popularity. Yet again, another personal attack. I do respect your opinion, but really, most of my favorite songs of all time are on the Tortured Poets Department. To me, that album is like my own version of All Too Well 10. I never get tired of it and I have it on repeat every single day. I have to disagree here. Even though I love Positions and it has some of her best vocals, I would not call it her best album. I would say Eternal Sunshine or even Sweetener or Dangerous Woman are her best. But I will forever be a Positions stan. And that's all. That was a lot, and many were very controversial. So please don't hate on any of these opinions. And I made some controversial opinions myself, so please don't cancel me. But I would love to see some of your takes down below in the comments. Anyways, toodles, I will see you guys in the next video. I might make a part 2, so make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss it, and when I do a part 2, send me some of your own opinions so that you can get featured in a video.